Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
It is Friday, and all of our guests today, including Trevor Linden, standing by, brought to you by Quinsam Communications Group, located in the salmon capital of the world, Campbell River, now servicing the West Coast Island communities. For more info, visit quinsamcommunications.ca. Our friends at Pastime Sports in the Guilford Town Centre, there are other locations, but we're focusing on Guilford Town Centre here, are having a special event on Monday, January 30th. That's a couple of Mondays from now.
Yep.
Rick?
Yep.
Trevor Linden is going to be on hand, signing autographs, talking to people. One free autograph per person, VIP tickets for free with a purchase at Pastime. More details available at pastimesports.ca, as we're joined now by former Canucks captain and president Trevor Linden, also involved, of course, in Club 16. Trevor Linden, fitness. You're doing everything. How are you, sir?
Hey, good guys. Good to be with you, Donnie, Rick. Nice to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so you're going to be out in the public signing autographs. Yeah. When you go out in public, what's the first question you usually get? The number one question you get when you go out in public?
It's always about Club 16, Trevor Linden Fitness, and the fit. No, I'm kidding. It's usually about the state of the hockey team. Yeah, for sure. So I mean, it just speaks to the passion in this market for the game and for the team.
Is it hard to watch what the Canucks are going through right now, Trevor?
It's hard. Yeah, I think because I have some relationships down there and friends, and it's tough. I mean, they're in a really difficult spot. I mean, having your captain of your hockey club that you drafted and developed, in a situation that he's in, is difficult. It's tough for sure.
Do you think this club would be in better shape if you were still in charge?
It's a tough question, Donnie. That's not fair. I mean, obviously this group, I have a ton of time for Jim and Patrick. They inherited some challenges. They inflicted some challenges on themselves, or some issues on themselves there in the last year. But it's a tough spot.
Hey, Trevor, we all know Bruce Boudreau's situation right now. Just going back to your career, I'm pretty sure you're in this situation. What's it like playing for a coach that everybody believes isn't long for an organization?
Yeah, it's as a player, you look for stability, you look for a vision, you look, the best coaching staffs I played for, would be the Pat Quinn or the Mark Crawford group, really had a plan and there was stability. And I think as a player, when you sense that there isn't, a real vision or plan or stability, it makes it hard, really hard. So it's just with so much uncertainty, the game is hard enough, I think, as it is. And when there's that sort of uncertainty swirling around in the background, and you can't, as much as guys will try to shield themselves from it, they're inundated every day with questions. And let's be honest, guys read stuff, they hear stuff. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Trevor, let's talk about your friend Gino Odjick. I've got you as one of the most popular players in team history, but Gino was right there as well. He captured the hearts of the city. Trevor, your thoughts on his passing?
He sure did. I think it was, I think that for Gino, like, he came from such a humble beginnings and a tough circumstance, and he was that underdog that people love to root for. And I think the other thing too, guys, that you guys were around for this era, but playing into that, coming out of the 80s where, Pat Quinn came in 87 and I came in 88, and there was I get a bit, I guess the organization and the city was looking for some respect again. And Pat was the man that was kind of putting all these pieces in place. And Gino was a big part of that because he back then was a different game, and he kind of brought the muscle. And, against those Calgary teams of the late 80s where they were kind of beating up on everyone, that, Gino really brought the backbone, I think, and people love that. And he was the protector. And of course, yeah, he was always and cared about his team, and so there's a great connection there, and it was special. I would say that he's probably one of the most popular players ever to play for the organization. So, and it was natural, and of course, Gino had the flair for
Yeah.
whether it be the penalty shot goal or he loved to score, and that think about the Pacific Coliseum. I mean, it was a fun time for watching that group of players, and with Gino being part of it.
You know what was fun, Trevor, was the relationship with Gino and Pavel. Just tell us a little bit about that on and off the ice, those two.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they hit it off right away, and it was a real true friendship. I mean, they really spent a lot of time together away from the rink, and I think it was neat to see. I think people could really identify with Pavel being this incredible, skilled, flashy, scoring phenom, and Gino was kind of his right hand man, his protector, and of course they played a little bit together, and combined for some memorable goals together. So yeah, it was just kind of the way it was supposed to be, and it was a unique relationship. I think people could really see that, and I think that was very special.
Were you on the ice when Gino got half naked and went after Glenn Anderson?
I was not. I actually saw that clip the other day, and it's just incredible when you see that. You're like, yes, that's 20 years ago now, and it's just.
I got news for you. It's longer than that.
Yeah, actually, it's closer to 30 years ago. Sorry.
Is.
Yeah. So I'm missing a decade in there, guys. That last one went by pretty quick, but no, I wasn't. But I watched it. I was just like, wow, that's. I saw Kay Whitmore was the goalie, but I mean, those types of things. I mean, if you saw that today, you'd be like, I mean, it would be, oh my God, right? But that was more normal then.
Do you like hockey now the way it is? There's less of that rough stuff, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I think the game is. I think the game has never been better for me, guys. I think the skill level and the way it's played is better, and it's happened organically. It's evolved to this point. So yeah, I think that. I mean, the guys playing now, the skill level is next level.
I know you got a lot of stuff going on, but how often do you think of '94 and being one win away from a Stanley Cup?
Honestly, guys, I mean, I've kind of, it's that's 30 years ago, and it's amazing. It'll be 15 years this spring that I played my last game, and the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat is what sports is all about, and that's why we love it, regardless of what sport it is. My life since I retired has been so good. I have a 5-year-old boy and lots going on, and obviously, so it was nice to see the guys. Saw Nathan Lafayette and Dave Babich and Yerke and Jeff Courtnall, Gary Volk the other night, and which is super fun to catch up with those guys. We had a good group, and that was a really fun time when you think of the characters, the Pavels and Ginos and Sergio Momesso, Cliffy Ronning, these guys. It was a lot of fun. We laughed the other night just talking about Gino and telling stories, and so it was a fun group of guys.
Yeah. But you've let it go to some point, 94.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's amazing though. You talk about people that see me and come up to me and we talk, and I mean, I was just out in Chilliwack. We're opening a new fitness facility out there, and this spring, and people. I was out there for we started our pre-sale out there, and guys coming up to me, and they're look to be in their 30s, and they're like, oh my God, I mean, 94, I was like, or like, I was like 12 years old, you know what I mean? Or I was 6 years old, and I'll never forget that. And, you really, you can really tell people that like they were right in that window of fandom, you know what I mean? And they were just captured by that spring. And it's fun to see that type of reaction when you see it. And so it's just fun connecting with people and their memories of where they were in their life at that time. And it's pretty cool.
Okay, Trevor, before we let you go, you made this pretty clear earlier. You're not going to expand on your time in the Canucks front office as Canucks president. And we just talked about 94. But can you put into words, and you did somewhat earlier, just how much you care about the organization still?
I think, I'm a lifer Canuck, and I think that, for someone who this is home for me, and it's, I'm like a lot of people out there. We love the game. We care about the game. We love this team. We've had ups, we've had downs, we've had a lot of heartbreak along the way. But at the end of the day, we're big fans, and that's what I am. So, it's tough, and I don't have the answers, and I know it's frustrating for a lot of people.
All right, work on your math, Trevor. Thanks so much for this. We sure appreciate it. I know you're busy, and all the best with the Pastime Sports event.
Awesome, guys. Thanks. Be well, guys. Thank you.
Right back at you.
Thanks, Trevor.
Trevor Linden, former Canuck president and captain. Again, he's going to be at Pastime Sports in Guilford Town Center Monday, January 30th. One free, don't be an autograph hog, one free autograph per person. More details at Pastime Sports. Our friends at pastimesports.ca.